On to be court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Walkers.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Walker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the past year, I have been paying child support to my ex-wife, Jennifer.
The judge opens the case and Mr. Walker wastes no time. He's been paying child support to his ex-wife, but his daughter hasn't lived with her in over a year. Instead, the child is with his mother, and now he wants the court to redirect those payments. The judge pauses everything with a question that hits hard. Why is your daughter with your mom? That simple question shifts the energy in the room. Mr. Walker explains it was for school stability and better career opportunities. From the jump, this isn't your typical child support case. The roles are flipped, and the court's about to dig deep. You can feel this one's going somewhere different.
Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case.
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
So she was initially in my custody, but before this year, I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years. And I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the education plan that they have there. So I took the job because it was more money and it was a better career for me. And
More money, so should you be paying more in child support then? If
Well,
you're making more money?
Well, I think that I should be paying my mother.
Mr. Walker breaks it down. He used to be a teacher but got promoted to principal, and the commute became too much. His mother, a retired city worker, stepped up to keep his daughter in the same school district. But despite the change, he's still paying $500 every month to his ex-wife. And no one knows where that money's actually going. He calmly makes his point. The money should go to the person actually raising his child. It's hard to argue with logic that clear. The judge listens closely, already putting the puzzle pieces together. This case isn't about refusing to pay. It's about getting the money to the right hand.
The child support, currently I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my mother because she is retired. She worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. A.K.A. Fuller, he will make sure that you're escorted out of this courtroom if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my ex-wife and then start paying
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments.
Jennifer, the ex-wife, jumps in claiming she's been using the money for the child and has receipts. But when asked, the receipts turn out to be for things like pool days and clothes. Not exactly essential support. The judge immediately calls it out. That's not what child support is for. Jennifer tries to pivot, saying the child isn't with her because of Mr. Walker. But that doesn't answer the question. It's crystal clear the child does not live with her, and that changes everything. The courtroom energy shifts again, and the judge isn't buying the vague justifications.
Ma'am, Ms. Walker, have you been reallocating these payments that you're receiving from Mr. Walker to his mother?
Yes, Your Honor. I have receipts. I have everything. I've been taking care of my child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay,
shoes.
that's called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the kid.
But the child does not live with you, correct?
Because of him.
That wasn't my question. The child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Right now, I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay. And how much is it that you make a year?
Jennifer tries to redirect focus to her own life. She says she's an office manager earning $70,000 and reminds the court she's a single mom with 3 kids. The judge shuts it down quick. Being a single parent isn't a free pass to keep funds that aren't yours. This is about one child, one who doesn't even live with her. Mr. Walker, meanwhile, stays composed. The judge starts zeroing in on financial facts, not emotional pleas. It's clear she's not here for excuses or distractions. Jennifer's grasp on that $500 a month is slipping fast.
Maybe about 70,000.
$70,000. Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms of calculating child support, okay? How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have one with Mr. Walker, and I have 2 with my previous husband.
Okay. All right. Continue. What is your
everything was-
reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments? And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
That is incorrect, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your mother here today?
She is not. My daughter's actually home sick with the flu. So she's at home with my mother right now.
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine. She was getting along with the other kids in the house. So when Blaine started to come pick her up, and by the time he dropped her off, she would become so angry. She was fighting the other 2 kids. So I don't know if he was telling her things.
Now the truth spills out. Jennifer isn't paying the grandmother anything. Mr. Walker confirms his mother is home taking care of their daughter, who's currently sick. Jennifer tries one last defense, saying the child became aggressive after visits with Mr. Walker. But that theory doesn't hold much weight here. The judge is laser focused on facts. Who has custody? Who's doing the parenting? And who's actually supporting the child? Emotional drama aside, the court needs financial clarity. And so far, only one parent stepping up.
But she would come back very...
Ma'am, okay, that's more
So-
information than what I need.
Okay.
The bottom line is this. The child does not live with either of you, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you're paying child support currently, but to Ms. Walker.
Correct.
And Ms. Walker, you are not paying child support at all.
No,
Correct.
ma'am, I'm not.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You said you make $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
That includes overtime. Yes, it does.
Okay, so I have your gross at $5,833.33. Now, after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.06. Who pays health insurance for the child?
Blaine
I do,
does.
Your Honor.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
The judge lays it out plain and simple. Neither parent currently has custody. Mr. Walker has been paying regularly. Jennifer? Not at all. She's asked directly and admits it. The court starts crunching her income. $5,833 a month gross, dropping to about $4,625 after taxes. Health insurance is also factored in, which Mr. Walker currently pays. The groundwork is being set for a full recalculation, and with every number added up, Jennifer's position in this case gets weaker. The judge is getting ready to issue a serious shift in responsibility.
For the past year, I've been paying $50 a month.
Okay, how often are you paid?
I get paid once a month.
So $25 a month, okay. And then you said you have 2 other children
And I
one
pay
child.
mortgage and car note. And
Ma'am, he has the same expenses. That means nothing to me. Ms. Walker, your child support is going to be set at $707.28. That includes the $682.28 for child support and $25 for health insurance. Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Here comes the ruling. Jennifer will now pay $707.28 each month, which includes child support and health insurance reimbursement. Meanwhile, Mr. Walker's existing $500 payments are being redirected to his mother. The judge is clear. The money follows the child, and the child lives with grandma. Simple as that. You can see the realization hit Jennifer. It's no longer business as usual. Mr. Walker remains steady, knowing the system finally caught up with the facts. The case took its time, but justice landed exactly where it should.